Hi boys and girls, today's project is how to do a pop art picture using a bee. You may know me, Art with Jenny K, as somebody who creates pop art pictures that look like this. You've probably even done them in your schools. I have absolutely hundreds of them. And they're really fun, as you probably already know, because I don't do all the artwork for you. I let you do the designing. You get to put the patterns in the shapes. Today, we're gonna take one of my designs and we're gonna turn it into a beautiful masterpiece for spring. All you need is paper, pencil, and something to color with. Up here, this is the one my daughter did. She's 7. This is the one that I did. Yours is gonna be completely unique and special, just like you are. The wonderful thing about the way my coloring pages work is that no two are ever the same. This isn't your ordinary coloring page where the sky is blue and the grass is green and we can kind of guess all the other colors. The idea is for you to be the artist, you to be creative, you get to make the decisions, okay? So today, we're gonna take one of my designs and we're gonna pull it out of the computer and we're gonna put it in real life right in front of us. Let's get started. Okay, to get started drawing our little bumblebee, we are gonna draw an oval in the middle of the paper like this. Now we're gonna draw a circle that's gonna sort of cut through the oval. It's gonna start here and end over there. The head. Now we need 2 wings, so starting in this corner, before we start, let's put a little mark here, and then let's put a little mark over here. Now, watch me first. We're gonna start here, we're gonna come out, around, and back to there. Nice and big. Now, starting in this corner here, we're gonna go out, around, and in. Great. Now we're gonna give a little stinger, which is a triangle shape. We're gonna do some antennas. You can have some fun with these. Those are a cool shape. And now we're gonna put some stripes on the back. All right. So now we have a little bumblebee. What we're gonna do now is we are gonna divide this up into big sections using our ruler. And then we're gonna go in and we're gonna add lots of patterns. So Pressy can do them how she wants and I can do them how I want, or we can match, it's up to her. So I'm gonna first start by putting one sort of through the head because that's sort of a big shape that we could nicely break up. So I'm gonna take my pencil line and I'm gonna draw right through there. So when we use our ruler, try to push against the ruler so we get a straight line. Okay, now I'm gonna do another line sort of in this bottom area. I'm actually gonna come from the corner and I'm gonna divide my paper so that I have another area broken up. So now I have another section. When we have large areas, it's nice to break them up and to divide them into smaller sections. Okay, now I'm gonna do a line through this section over here. So make sure it goes all the way. Okay, and I'm gonna do another one right here through this intersection here. So there's this little spot where they come together. So I'm gonna start there, and then I'm gonna kind of look and see where I want it to go. And I'm gonna divide my paper. So now we have a bumblebee that's all divided up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add patterns into these different shapes. So for example, what are some patterns, Presley, that we could put onto the bumblebee?
Zigzags.
Okay, so I'm just gonna draw them over here so the kids at home can see. Zigzags. What's another pattern we could draw?
Circles.
Circles. Polka dots. Can you think of another one?
Heart.
Hearts. Can you think of another? What about
Line.
lines? So we could do like stripes. Could they go any direction?
Yes.
Sure. Could we do lines this way, which is called vertical? And then could we do lines horizontally to create little boxes? Yes. Okay, what about, since bees kind of make us think of spring, could I do a flower as a pattern?
Sure.
Sure. Could I do raindrops?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so here's some suggestions. So we are going to spend a minute Presley and I are going to put some patterns around, and you at home can do the same thing.
Everywhere?
That's a great question. Presley asked everywhere. We don't want to put them everywhere because it's nice to have some areas that are solid. So let's go ahead and do that for a little bit. You can watch the video. We're going to fast forward it a little bit when we play it back so you can watch it quickly, but you can pause and spend some time doing this yourself after you watch us, and then we'll come back on here and we'll talk about coloring. Okay, now that we have finished, look at what a great job she did with all those details. Now we're going to take a black permanent marker. This step is optional. If you wanted, you could obviously just use a regular black or no black at all. You can even use colors if you wanted. And we're gonna go ahead and outline everything because I think it makes it stand out a little bit more and it makes it feel a little bit more like a coloring sheet, okay? So Presley and I are gonna do that. You can do the same thing at home if you're following along. Here we go. So you can see that we have colored pencils, crayons, markers, different kinds of markers. Now obviously this depends on what supplies you have at home, what supervision, what age. Presley and I are going to use a few Sharpies mixed in because they're really great for small areas and they make beautiful colors. But you don't have to use Sharpie, of course. You can use water soluble. In fact, I would recommend that for younger children. Colored pencils, crayons, and markers all mixed in is going to give you a large variety of color. So that's what you're going to see us doing, is coloring this whole sheet with all different material. All right, so hopefully at home you are coloring along with us, and I can't wait to see what you create. Here we go.